Welcome, everyone. My name is Deb Hackman. I teach this class on Wednesdays, 2 to 2:45. Once we are social distance and we are on our chairs, if you wish to remove your mask, you can. If you do not feel comfortable removing your mask, please do not. You can leave your mask on. It's absolutely not a problem at all. We do Zoom this class, so there are, I think, 4 people Zooming the class today also. The weather's gotten nice, and so everyone's out now, right? So those of us, everyone, let's go ahead and scoot way back in our chairs. Wiggle, squiggle back in your chair. I want to make sure that your upper back right now is being supported by the chair. Dogme, is the music too loud?
Probably not.
No, yeah, there's certain tones that drive me crazy.
Okay. Okay, well, if it isn't the case, just let me know, I can change it. Okay, so it's important when we're doing this seated part, eventually we'll move forward, but when we're here, it's helpful to keep your back against the chair so that you can keep your spine nice and long. It's really not a good idea to sit like this and try to do these movements. It just isn't good for the body. So we want to keep our backs against the chair for now. Find a happy place for your hands to rest. I do a daily reading in my classes, and I'll get to that here in just a few moments, but I want you to make sure you maintain this posture. Feel like your feet are parallel to one another, and your hands don't have to rest on your lap. They can hang, or you can even turn your palms up if that feels better, just somewhere that feels right for your hands to rest. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to encourage everyone to go ahead and close their eyes. And bring your attention to your breath. So keeping the eyes closed, bring your attention to your breath. And I say bring your attention to your breath. We're not changing our breath. We're just acknowledging the breath. How is the body breathing me? Am I breathing through my nose? Am I breathing through my mouth? Am I breathing through a combination of? Is my breath short and jutty? Is it long and smooth? Just acknowledging how is my body breathing? Ideally, in yogic breathing, we breathe through the nostrils only. This activates the parasympathetic nervous system, allows our bodies to calm down, slow down, brings down the blood pressure and the heart rate. Make sure your jaw is relaxed, try not to clench your teeth. And when we breathe through the nostrils only, as we inhale, the belly expands. And as we exhale, the belly contracts. Many people will tell me when they first start doing yogic breathing that is the exact opposite way they breathe, which is fine. Just try it anyway. What is happening when you inhale? The diaphragm is moving down, bringing oxygen into the lungs, which allows the belly to expand. And then when we exhale, the diaphragm lifts up, pushing carbon dioxide out of the lungs and allows the belly to flatten. So that is the physical aspect of what is happening here. Try to deepen and lengthen your breath if you can. Try to make the breath even, so a deep inhale and a complete exhale. Today's reading is, my breath exists only in the present, never in the past or in the future. Sit quietly with your back tall and chest open. Close your eyes and breathe 5 long breaths. Note afterward how your mind has settled a bit. Then say to yourself, when I pay attention to my breath, I am always in the present. letting your breath be natural. Throwing out a disclaimer, you are all participating at your own risk in this class. I don't think I ever do anything that would cause you any bodily harm, but sometimes if you have an injury or a chronic pain, sometimes there are certain things you should not do. So please hear my words, but listen to your body. If you have sprained your ankle, or you've got a wonky knee, or your rotator cuff is out of whack, then honor any limitations that you know you have and don't exceed into pain. We never go into pain. Challenging the body is fine. Going into pain is never okay. As you inhale this next time, turn your head one direction, the belly expands. And as you exhale, bring your nose back to the middle, your belly contracts. Inhale, turn your head the opposite way, your belly expands. As you exhale, the belly contracts, your nose comes back to the middle. So this is our pattern, turning our head side to side. The breath is controlling the speed of the movement of the body. And really, literally, we're only moving the head. So be sure that your feet are relaxed and your hands are comfortably relaxed. Turning the head to the side on the inhale. The exhale brings your nose back to the middle. The next time your nose is pointing forward, pause. You can always keep your eyes closed, but anytime you feel like you want to open it, please feel free to do that. As you exhale this next time, let one ear descend down toward its shoulder and inhale the head back up slowly. Exhale the other ear down toward the shoulder and inhale it slowly. So this is our new pattern. Exhaling the ear down, inhaling the head up. Noticing the stretch along the opposite side of the neck as you release your ear down. Try to keep your nose pointing straight ahead rather than dropping the chin in toward the chest. And the next time your head is pointing up toward the ceiling, pause. Let both hands fall off the lap. Keeping your back against the chair as you exhale this next time, let one hand drift down toward the floor. We're not necessarily trying to touch it, and inhale back up. Exhale the other hand down toward the floor and inhale back up. So each time you go down, you might go down a little bit deeper. Please do not fall off the chair. I don't make it all the way to the floor. I'm short torso and short arms, so I don't even want to try bringing it to the floor. Some of you who have long arms, easy to make it to the floor. So just notice what's happening, but do keep your back against the chair. So the chair kind of flings you around a little bit because it's curved. So the exhale takes you down, the belly contracts. As you inhale up, the belly expands. The next time your head is pointing toward the ceiling, pause. Float your arms up and around, inhale, and as you exhale, let the head and arms become very heavy and just roll forward as if you've fallen asleep on the bus. Exhaling, exhaling, exhaling. Look at your feet, and if they're not parallel, parallel them. And once there's nothing left to push out, inhale yourself up, letting your head and arms hang. Inhaling deeply, roll the shoulders up, back, and around, and at the very end of the inhalation, place your head on top. Let's do that 2 more times. Exhale, rolling forward, your breath rate. So you might be going a little slower or a little faster than me. So a total of 3 times. As you're coming back up, be sure you just let that head hang. And at the very end of the inhalation, you place it on top. And once you're finished, place your hands back on your lap. Let's let the left ear drift down toward the left shoulder. Let your head become very heavy here. Let your right hand fall off the lap. Pull your right fingertips up toward the sky. Push your right palm down toward the floor. Spread your fingers on the right hand really, really wide. And then from the upper right arm, we're going to internally rotate that arm, and we're going to externally rotate that arm. Inhale one direction, and exhale the other. Keep lifting the fingers. Don't relax the hand. Your right arm should be tense right now. It should be a little bit uncomfortable. Inhaling one direction and exhaling the other. Good. Relax the right arm and inhale the head and hand back to neutral. And turn your head a little bit side to side. Not as big as we did at the beginning of class, just a little nod side to side. And then pause that action. Slowly, slowly, slowly let the right ear descend down toward the right shoulder. Let your head become very heavy here. Let your left hand fall off the lap. Lift your left fingertips up, push your left palm down toward the floor. Spread the fingers really, really wide. Internal and external rotation of that left upper arm. The hand is moving a lot, but let the origin of effort come from the upper arm, not the hand. Inhale one direction and exhale the other. Keep lifting the fingers so that left hand and wrist are tense right now. And then let that left arm go limp and inhale the head pan back to neutral. Let's nod our head up and down just a little bit. Drop the chin a little, lift the chin a little. It's not a big movement. We're not dropping the chin to the chest. We're not lifting the chin as high as we can. Just a little nod. And then pause that action. Let's go ahead and lift one foot barely off the floor and begin to rotate that ankle one direction. Go slow and go large. So speed is not your friend here. Try to articulate as large of a range of motion as you can generate. And then pause and reverse and go the other direction. Excuse me. Other direction. And then let's flex that ankle and point the toes. Flex the ankle, point the toes. One more time. Flex and point and lower that foot down. Other leg. Just enough to clear the floor so that as you rotate that ankle, you're not hitting the floor. So we're not straightening the leg completely. Just rotating one direction, slow and large. And then pause and go the other direction. Go the other direction. Pause, flex that ankle, point the toes. Flex the ankle, point the toes. One more time. Flex and point and lower that foot down. Let's tap the heels out and tap the toes out. And let's go ahead and lift both feet up off the floor, just barely, just barely. Both feet are floating. Inhaling and exhaling. As we inhale, we're going to lift those legs up. We're going to push through the heels and pull the toes back toward us. We're going to exhale and lower those feet back down. So this is our new pattern. Inhale the feet up, pull those toes back. Feel the backs of your legs opening up. Exhale, come down. So go at your breath rate. I might be breathing a little slower or a little faster than you want to. Just make sure you breathe. And if you decide the opposite breath pattern really works better for you, then you can do that. The only rule really in this class is you have to breathe. You can't hold your breath. Against the rules. You'll get detention. So, pardon.
Or pass out.
There you go. There you go. Yeah. Inhale up and exhale down. The next time we inhale the legs up, let's hold them up there. So we're pushing through the heels. We're pulling the toes back. You feel those quadriceps engaged also. Let both hands fall off the lap again and externally rotate the arms so the palms are facing out. And let's inhale the arms up to shoulder height and really lengthen those fingertips away from one another. Reaching, reaching, reaching. Turn the hands over. Keep your legs where they are and exhale the arms down. Turn the hands around. Inhale the arms up. Maybe a little bit higher, maybe not. Turn the hands over and exhale down. So the palms are always leading now. So we're inhaling the arms up, maybe a little bit higher. Turn the hands around and exhale down. Keep pushing through those heels. Inhale up and exhale down. This next time we inhale up, we're going to hold the position, not the breath. So inhale up. Really lift those fingers toward the sky, shoulders toward the ears, push the heels away, pull the toes back. Inhaling and exhaling. Turn your hands around and inhale and exhale the hands and feet down. Once again, let's tap those heels out and tap those toes out. Now let's go ahead and scoot forward on our chairs. So coming out to the edge of our chair. So now we don't have the support of the back of the chair. So we have to be very cognizant that we don't do this. We naturally kind of want to do this. So that big heavy bowling ball on the top of the spine rolls us forward. So we have to work to keep that sternum lifted, the chin dropped, and the shoulders relaxing away from the ears. Parallel your feet to one another. And just notice this position, how it feels. And then we're going to exhale one leg up and inhale it down. We're going to exhale the other leg up and inhale it down. So this is our new pattern. So as you're doing this, you exhale the leg up and you inhale the foot down. Notice what's happening with your spine. You don't want to change the shape of your spine. If you're not paying attention, this is what can happen. So make sure you're staying up. Exhale up, inhale down. Good. Now, right now, I have my hands resting on my thighs. You can always do that. Let them rest on your thighs, or you can let them hang, or you can hold on to the chair, whatever feels safest.
Are we breathing in when we lift?
Exhale up. No, exhale up. Inhale down. Good question. Okay, let's pause, and we're going to get ready for bicycle legs. Some of you have done this with me thousands of times. Some of you have never done it before, so it might take you a cycle or two to get it going. So we're going to exhale one leg up. We're going to inhale that leg out long. We're going to exhale that heel to the floor. We're going to inhale the bent knee back into place. Exhale, bent knee up. Inhale, leg out long. Exhale, heel down. Inhale, bent knee in. So right now, I'm having my hands on my legs, but you noticed just a few moments ago, I was holding onto the chair. So again, whatever position works best for you for those arms to keep your spinal column supported. So exhale up, inhale out, exhale down, inhale in. And again, the breath pattern is not cut in stone. Just keep the breath moving. So if you inhale now and exhale then and inhale then, exhale then, that's okay. Good. Let's pause. We're going to go ahead and extend one leg out long on the floor. The heel is touching the floor. And make sure you don't let this happen where you externally rotate that thigh. Keep the toes pointing toward the ceiling. And the heel, the ankle is flexed, so the toes are pulling back. So you're really engaging the back of the leg and actually the quadricep also. The other knee is bent and the foot is just on the floor. Again, hands can rest, hang, or hold. We're going to exhale and come forward. And as you do this, squeeze your shoulder blades toward one another. Inhale, sit up tall. As you come forward, exhale, squeeze your shoulder blades toward one another. It's not tight. We're not trying to squish an egg, but we're trying to not round the shoulders forward, so we round the upper spine. So the inhale brings us up straight. The exhale takes us forward. Try not to let your chin drop any deeper into the chest. And inhale up. Exhale forward. And inhale up. One more time. Exhale. And inhale. Good. Let's switch legs. Bend that knee. Extend the other leg out long. Heel is touching the floor. Toes are pulling back. Heel is pushing away. So this leg is very engaged. The toes do not turn out. Exhale, come forward. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Inhale, sit tall. Keep going. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades. Don't forget that part. Inhale, sit tall. So as we exhale forward and squeeze those shoulder blades, the belly is coming toward the spine. As we inhale, sit tall, the belly is expanding. Good. Keep going. A couple more. Exhale forward. Inhale up. Squeeze those shoulder blades as you come forward. Inhale, sit tall. Good. Bend that knee and take your feet out wide. Take your feet out wide. Excuse me. Couldn't swallow there. So heels will be in, toes will be pointing out. Make sure you stay sitting up nice and tall, inhaling and exhaling. We're going to take one arm on the inside of its thigh, and we're going to create isometric pressure here, pushing that arm and leg into one another. It's not just hanging out there. It's pushing in, the arm and thigh are pushing into one another. Make sure you keep your shoulders parallel. So in other words, try not to do this action. Keep the shoulders parallel to the floor. And then with that action of pushing against one another, we're going to float the free arm back behind us and look back at that hand. Feel like that hand is parallel to the floor. Take a nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, sweep that arm forward, bend your elbow, and tap yourself on the opposite shoulder. And inhale, open wide. Eyes are following the hand unless that makes you dizzy. So we're exhaling shut and inhaling open. So again, go at your breath rate. I might be going a little too slow or a little too fast for you. Make sure you're breathing. The next time you inhale open, pause. Take that thumb and turn it down toward the floor. Bend your elbow and bring your palm behind your hand behind your low back, palm is facing out. So your hand is just resting on toward the right side of your body. And then slide that left hand, or well, I did say left. Slide that hand around the hip. I didn't say left or right. I'm sorry about that. And then once you're forward, roll the shoulders up, back and around. I apologize. Usually I say left to right. I didn't today, so hope I didn't get you smacking yourself in the face. Okay, let's do the other side. So arm and leg are pushing against one another. So we're creating isometric pressure here. The free arm floats open. And go ahead and look back at that hand if it feels okay to do so. Inhale, exhale, sweep that arm forward, bend the elbow, and tap yourself on the opposite shoulder. Inhale, open wide. Relax your toes. Exhale, shut. Inhale, open. Keep going, couple more. Eventually, we're going to end up excuse me, with that arm back behind us. So the next time you inhale, open, pause. Turn that thumb down toward the floor, pinky is up. Bend that elbow, bring your hand behind your low back, palm is facing out. Make sure you're breathing. And then slide that hand around the hip, coming forward. Lift your shoulders up toward your ears. Walk your feet back a little bit closer together. Hold your shoulders up for now. And then when you come down slowly. Don't let them flop. Come down slowly. Feel your scapula, if you can, your shoulder blades drifting down your upper rib cage. So lift the shoulders up toward the ears and slowly down. Let's place the hands out toward or on the knees. As we exhale, we're going to round the back. We're going to pull the belly in toward the spine. We're going to head and shoulders roll forward as we inhale. We're going to sit up nice and tall, maybe pushing into the hands a little bit. Lift the chin a little, not a lot. Exhale, round. So we're doing seated cat-cows here. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. So the tailbone might even drift backward a little bit. Exhale, round forward. Inhale, come up. And then let's come back to neutral. We're going to bring the feet back so they're parallel to one another. We're going to walk the heels back just a tad so they're a little bit behind the knees. So we're creating a fulcrum at the knees. We're going to come to standing. So what we're going to do is we're going to fold forward, lift the arms behind us and sit tall. We're going to do that 3 times. The 3rd time, we're going to swing our arms and come up to standing. If you know that is not safe for you, if you know that's not a good idea, then turn with your chair and bring yourself up to standing that way. So please be careful. Make sure you're honoring what your balance is able to do. So sitting up nice and tall, heels a little bit behind the knees. Take a nice deep inhale, exhale, fold forward, lift those arms up behind you. Inhale, drop the arms, lift the upper body. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, sit tall. This last time, we're going to exhale, come forward. Inhale, swing the arms forward and come up to standing. Then we're going to come around to the back of our chair. The chair is always there for our aid and assistance. If standing is a bad idea, you could just do the movements from the chair. So let's stand behind the chair. Chair forward just a little bit for those at home. Most of the time, I'm going to encourage you to be touching the chair. Sometimes I'm going to say you can take your hands away, and this is one of those times. We are weight bearing right now, so it is very important that you keep your knees soft. A little bit of a micro bend in the knees. You never want to lock the kneecaps back into the bones. You'll cut off the blood supply in the back of the legs and we'll pass out. So right now what we're doing is just shifting our weight from leg to leg, foot to foot. And what's important here is to find your edge. Find your edge. So you can shift from sit bone to sit bone now. And maybe go ahead and scoot all the way back in the chair. So shifting our weight. Good. And then pause that action. And now let's go forward and back. Forward and back. How far forward can I go and not lift my heels? How far back can I go and not lift my toes? Find your edge here. Make sure those knees are not locked. Pause. So some of this is not going to translate to seated. You'll just have to kind of watch. So we're going to shift our weight into one leg and we're going to bring that opposite heel up toward the seat. When we bring that heel up, we're not bringing the knee toward the chair. We're letting the knee hang down toward the floor. And then lower that foot down, shift your weight into the second leg and lift the other foot up, bringing the heel up toward the seat. So when you keep that knee pointed down toward the floor, you really activate the quadricep, the front top of the thigh, and lower the foot down. Again, we're going to shift our leg into that our weight into that first leg and bring the other heel up toward the seat. Lift one arm up high, higher, higher, lower it down. Lift the other arm up, 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 and lower it down. Let your hands bounce, whoops, bounce on the chair. My balance is sucky today. And lower the foot down. Shift your weight into that second leg. Soften that knee and bring your heel up toward the seat. Lift one arm up high, higher. Feel your rib cage opening up here, higher. Lower it down. Lift the other arm up, 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 and lower it down. Let your hands bounce on the chair. Lower the foot down. Take your hands out really wide on the chair. We're going to start walking backwards into our chair dog. So we're just doing little baby steps coming back into chair dog. The goal here is to come back as far as you're comfortable with and still maintain a long spine. So if you feel like your back is rounding, then don't come down any further. Don't let your head drop lower than between your arms. Look at your feet if they're not parallel. Pull your tailbone away from the chair. Lift your tailbone away from the floor without locking your knees. Are you breathing? Little baby steps. Let's come up to standing. Little baby steps. Come up to standing. Good. And shake those legs out. Shake those legs out. Good. Excuse me. Let's step the left foot to the midline of the chair and slide your right foot back. When you slide that right foot back, make sure you have alignment with that left heel and that right arch, but your right foot is at a diagonal. It's not perpendicular, it's at a diagonal. Then bend that left knee. The left knee needs to be on top of the ankle, not on either side of the ankle and not past the ankle, but right on top. That protects your kneecap. Excuse me. We're going to take that. Did I say left leg forward? Yeah. Okay, good. Swing your right hand back behind you and look back at that right hand. Keep the right hand arm where it is and turn and look forward. If it feels safe, let your left arm rest on the chair. If it feels safe, lift your left arm up and lengthen through your arms. Ground into your feet. Engage your core. Pull your belly slightly toward your spine. Make sure you're breathing. Lower that left arm down. Bring the left hand to the chair. Swing your right foot and your right hand forward. And shake both legs out. And hands out. Or not hands, legs. Getting my body parts confused as usual. Step the right foot to the midline of the chair and slide your left foot back. Look at the alignment of your feet. The right heel is lined up with your left arch, but your left arch is at a diagonal. It's not perpendicular. Bend that right knee. Make sure it's on top of the ankle, not past. Swim your left hand back behind you and look back at that left hand. Keep the left hand where it is and turn and look forward. Let your right arm rest on the chair if that feels safe. Lift your right arm up if that feels safe. Lengthen through your arms, ground into your feet. This is warrior 2, by the way. Make sure you're breathing. Bring your right arm to the chair, right hand to the chair. Swing your left foot and your left hand forward and shake it all out. We're going to step back away from the chair. This is one of those times where I say you can let go of the chair, but if you don't feel safe, don't do it. We're going to step back enough that when we fold forward, we're not going to hit the chair with our face. So we're taking our feet out wide. We're turning our heels in and our toes are turned out. Let's do some micro bends of the knees and make sure that the knees are tracking over the toes. This is very important. We don't want the toes going out and the knees coming forward. That torques the kneecap and can really wreak havoc with the patella. So let's not do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to bend the knees a little bit, but we're going to bend the hips a lot, and we're going to fold the upper body forward as we shoot that seat backwards, and then we're going to inhale up. So we're going to do this several more times. We're going to exhale forward, shoot your seat backwards. So you can do lots of different things with your hands. Right now I have my hands resting on my thighs. You can let your hands hang in front of you and inhale up, or you can do the viola fly where you fling the arms up behind you and then inhale up. So whatever method, version floats your boat or makes your bird fly, then go ahead and do it. Exhale, come forward. Really shoot that seat back. We're not trying to bend the knees a whole lot forward, especially. Exhaling and inhaling. Okay, let's heel ball toe those feet back closer together. Shake the legs out. Come back with your hands on the chair again. We're going to step the left foot to the left leg of the chair. When we slide the right foot back this time, we're going to stay on the railroad tracks. So we're not lining the feet up. We're sliding that right foot back. They're on the railroad tracks, but that right heel is turned in slightly, and we bend that left knee. Excuse me. The lower body is in warrior 1 position, by the way. Hands are resting on the chair. We're going to take that left hand and swim it back behind us and let the back of your left hand rest on your low back somewhere. Over toward the right side as best you can. We're going to take the right hand over to the left side of the chair. Ground into your left big toe and use that right hand to help turn belly, ribcage, chest to the left. Ground into your right foot. Ground into your left big toe. Feel like the shoulders are parallel to the floor. Breathing. Let your left arm hang. Slide your right hand over to the right side of the chair. Swing your left hand and your right foot forward and shake it all out. And let's do the other side. So right foot to the right leg of the chair. Slide your left foot back. Remember, parallel here. Turn that left heel in. Bend your right knee. Right knee right on top of the ankle. Take your right hand and swim it back behind you and plant that back of the right hand on your left side of your body as best you can. Take your left hand over to the right side of the chair. I forgot to say this on the other side. Take your right knee and move it in toward midline a little bit. And then use that left hand to help turn belly, ribcage, chest to the right. Breathing. Ground into your feet. Let your right arm hang. Slide your left hand over to the left side of the chair. Swing your right hand and your left foot forward and shake it out. Again, let's find our chair dog. Hands out really wide. Little baby steps coming backwards. Seeing if you go down as deep as you did before. Maybe you're able to go a little bit deeper this time. Maybe your low back is bothering you. You shouldn't go as deep. So listen to your body. Pull the tailbone away from the chair. Lift the tailbone away from the floor. Good, little baby steps. Come back up to standing. We're going to stand at the right side of the chair at a diagonal. So we're not facing forward, we're turning at a diagonal. We're going to place our left hand on the corner of the chair. We're going to start doing little baby steps to turn ourselves around. We're going to swing that right hand over, grab the opposite side of the chair, squeeze your shoulder blades together, release the left hand, and come over to the left side of the chair with your right hand on the corner of the chair. Then we're just going to go back. So little baby steps, swing that left arm around. Once you grab the chair, squeeze those shoulder blades together before you release the right hand. Come over to the right side of the chair and just do that whole thing one more time. You're great. Remember to squeeze those shoulder blades together. If you can't touch the chair, then just still squeeze the shoulder blades together. And once we've finished on the right side of the chair with our left hand, we're going to come back to the chair, behind the chair. We're going to place our right hand on the chair. We're going to turn perpendicular to the chair. Look down at your feet. Make sure your feet are parallel to one another. Make sure that right knee stays soft. We're going to exhale and lift that left foot up so the left thigh maybe is parallel to the floor and the bottom of the left foot is looking at the floor, not back toward your body. And then bring that foot back down. We're just going to add breath and motion now. So we're going to exhale that left leg up. We're going to inhale it down. We're going to exhale it up. We're going to inhale it down. Two more. Exhale up. Inhale down. Last one. Exhale up. And inhale down. Good. Let's turn around. We're going to do the other side. So the left hand is on the chair. The left leg will be stable. The right leg is going to be moving. Make sure that left knee stays a little bit soft. We're going to exhale that right leg up. We're going to hold the position, not the breath. So keep breathing. Make sure the bottom of your right shoe or foot is looking at the floor, and then inhale that foot down. Breath and motion now. So exhale that right leg up. Inhale it down. Exhale it up. Inhale it down. Two more. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Let's turn around. Right hand on the chair again. Left leg is going to be moving again. We're going to bring those left toes forward. So the toes touch the floor, but the heel does not. Keep your shoulders above your hips this whole time. Lift that left leg up and take it directly out to the side. Lift the left leg up and take it back behind you. Try not to let your upper body lean forward. Lift the left leg up and take it out to the side. Lift it up and take it forward. So 3 times what we're going to do is we're going to inhale from the front to the back, one big sweep, and exhale forward. Inhale from front to back. Exhale forward. One more time. Inhale front to back. Exhale forward. Good. Slide that foot back into place. Turn around and we'll do the right leg moving now. The left leg is our stable leg. So bring that right foot forward so the toes touch the floor, but the heel does not. Make sure you keep your shoulders above your hips. Inhale that right leg up and take it directly out to the side. Lift it up and take it back behind. Here is where it's important not to lean forward. Lift the right leg up, take it out to the side. Lift it up, take it forward. So 3 times, you're going to inhale from the front to the back. Exhale forward. Inhale front to back. Exhale forward. One more time. Inhale front to back. Exhale forward. Good. Slide it back to place. Again, we're going to turn with the right hand on the chair. The left leg is going to be moving. We're going to do that movement we did a little bit ago where we bring the knee up, but then we're going to open the gate and then close the gate with our breath and bring the leg down. So shift your weight into that right leg. Exhale the left knee up. Inhale that knee open. Exhale it shut. Inhale the foot to the floor. That's the pattern. Exhale up. Inhale open. Exhale shut. Inhale down. 2 more. Exhale. Inhale open. Exhale shut. Inhale down. Last one. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Good. Let's turn around. Left hand and left leg are stationary. Right leg is going to be moving. Shift your weight into that left leg, excuse me. Exhale the right leg up. Inhale it open. Exhale it shut. Inhale it down. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale open. Exhale shut. Inhale down. One more time. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. In. Good. Let's go ahead and face the chair again. We're going to step back a little bit away from the chair, not as much as we did a little bit earlier. We're not going to take the feet out wide, but do keep your hands on the chair. The purpose of this is to make sure, again, our face doesn't hit the chair. So we're going to inhale those heels up, come up as high as you comfortably can, and exhale them down. Let's just do that a few more times. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Inhaling up and exhaling down. We're going to inhale up again, and as we exhale down this time and the heels touch, we're going to bend our knees, we're going to bend at the hips, we're going to fold forward on the exhale, and maybe lift our toes up as we fold forward. Then as we inhale, we're going to drop those toes down, lift the heels up, lift the shoulders up. Exhale, come down, bend your knees, bend at the hips, fold forward, lift the toes. One more time, inhale up, exhale down, bend your knees, bend at the hips, lift the toes. Lower the toes, just stand up nice and tall, shake the legs out. And let's go ahead, come around and have a seat. Come around and have a seat. By the way, when you leave today, you will leave your chairs where they are. I'm responsible for taking care of them. So all you have to do is grab your things and go. Okay, so let's wiggle, squiggle back into the chair. Again, I want your back supported by the chair, so we definitely maintain a long spine. Find a happy place for your hands to rest. Feel like your feet are parallel to one another. And once again, bring your attention to your breath. Noticing your inhale and noticing your exhale. To the best of your ability, keep your attention on the breath. Following the breath in and following the breath out. Relax your jaw. As you inhale this next time, expand your belly. And as you exhale, contract your belly. Inhale, expand the belly. Exhale, contract the belly. And for the next few breaths, you don't have to make it several. Inhale deeply, and as you exhale, when you get to what feels like the end of the breath, there's nothing left to push out. Contract your abdominals, pull them in tight toward the belly or toward the spine. And then notice how the next breath just demands to come in, but try to make the breath, the inhale, slow, long, and complete. So the inhale is big, the exhale is complete. And then when you feel like there's nothing left to push out, that's when you contract the belly. Try it at least a couple more times. Keep your jaw relaxed. Beginning to bring some movement back to your fingers and toes. Turning your head a little bit either side of center. Pausing the movements, nodding your head up and down. Lift the chin a little, drop the chin a little, not a huge movement. Pausing that action. Yoga is a unique and specific form of self-care. May it serve you well. Inhaling the palms up toward the ceiling, exhaling the hands together into the heart center as we say, Namaste. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with the word Namaste, my favorite definition of it is the light within me greets the light within you. Have a fabulous week. Would love to see you again next week.